What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's how I do theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably up in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Van Zant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. So you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have some blue thong or blue, Josh or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
What's up, people? Hey. Wait, what? Is my... Hold on. It's looking off on my end, y'all. Hold on. Hold your line. What's going on, people? Anyway, everything looks so off on my... Hold on. It's not off on your side. Looks off on my side. Nevertheless, we're here. All right. On your side, it looks good. On my side, I'm looking at weird stuff. So I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to just do what I do. Anyway, welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am L Teddy 27 with some popsicles. Here, back from being out of town and here to give you the latest of news and politics that's been going on while you were at work. Anyway, I know I'm a couple minutes late. I know. Who you mad at? Let me say hey to y'all, and then we can go ahead and get this party started. Did y'all miss me this weekend? I missed y'all. I really did. Jason, what's good, bro? Jason is first. He said, make sure you hit the goddamn like button. Jason is one of our hall monitors of many years. And he said, hit the goddamn like button. Jeannie, hey, friend. Tracy W, how are you? Universal Goddess, it is good to see you, boo. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Terrence, what's going on? I feel like we ain't seen you in a while, Terrence. What's going on, sir? Mm-hmm. Hey, Tanya, boo. Tanya, you got everything ready for January? Let me know if you need any information or anything for January, Tanya. You know what I'm talking about. Let me know. The Inform, what's going on, sir? How are you? What's going on? I see all of the hall monitors are in place today. They said we is here. Hey, Quake, what's going on, Quake, over on the Twitch? Quake said, I'm over on Twitch. Yana, how are you, beautiful? Hey, Cassandra. Mm-hmm. 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 You got your popsicles, Brown Mama? Brown Mama says she had a glorious weekend. Hey, Butterfly Boo. You recovering from a total knee replacement shot? Well, listen, get you some rest. We are here to give you a good time. Hopefully they got you them good meds, honey. Post surgery. That's when you get the good shit. Okay. Butterflies over there with the good shit, y'all. The good medication. Child. Well, we hope to bring you a few laughs today. Because as the good book says, laughter is good medicine. So we hope to give you some good laughters. And we wishing you and praying for a speedy recovery. Hey, Xavier Boo. LMV, how are you over on the Twitch? Uh-huh. Hmm. Hey, Tracy. Tracy over there on the cruise ship if you need her, okay? She says she's having a beef eater gin with the lemon and mint and strawberry pop rocks. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm not a big beef eater fan. It's kind of beneath me. I'm real bougie and elitist with my gin drinking. But I'll try it with you, Tracy. Between you and me, we'll drink some stuff. We gonna try some stuff. Hey, Tanya McNeil. Hey, how you doing? Not you only had 17 drinks yesterday and you going for 19. Today, you know what? Montrez, what's good, bruh? What is up? Okay. Hit me up if you have any. Hit me up. I'm trying to talk with a popsicle in my mouth. I'm gonna end up getting brain freeze. Mm. But Tanya, hit me up. If you have any situations with your room, hit me up. Let me know. I can get that squared away for you. For January. All right. Hey Janae, what's going on? Tamara, how are you? Mm-hmm. Child, you get the good medication when you post surgery. Hey, Mama Bees. Mm-hmm. Oh, you've been watching from work. Okay. I think you could put I think there's a way to put your picture up there, LMV. I just don't exactly know how. I'm still figuring Twitch out. We gonna get it together over on Twitch. You waiting for Back to the Future to start? Is that like a ride? Hey Terry, is that like a ride or something, or is that like a happy hour or something? Let me know, Tracy. Hey Catherine Powell. That says Dr. S. Bryan. Come on, Dr. S. Bryan. How are you today? Hey there. Hey Green Girl. Hey Sherry. Hey Jocelyn. Hmm. All right, we ready. I know that's right, Tracy. I think we're ready to get this party started, y'all. We have a lot to cover. The dossier is packed today. Okay, we have a packed dossier. We have much to discuss. Of course, we did not have a silly Saturday, so we got some stuff we need to get into. Now I'm telling y'all up front. I'm probably I'm looking at the first story right now. Yeah, I'm going to dog walk. I'm gonna have to drag. Somebody's getting dragged today. Is somebody's getting dragged today? Go ahead. And put a Shondo in the chat. Let me know you ready. Cause yeah, I'm looking at the first story, and we finna dog walk somebody. And I know y'all do not come here to hear me dragging people. That's not why y'all come here. Y'all don't come here to hear me coming out my body and dragging people. But this first story gonna make me do it. I already know it. I apologize in advance. If y'all are ready, since it looks like y'all are ready, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. So we start off our Sugar Spike segment today where we left off last week. Hey, Simera, you here for the dragon? Terry say, who don't come for the dragon? Y'all don't come here to hear me go off on people. Y'all come here to be informed, and I be having to go off and drag these people. Today say that's exactly why we come here. Girl. I did say hey to you. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, Ravine. I ain't see you. I'm sorry. I probably didn't. Hello, Ravine. How are you? You okay? Everybody, y'all know y'all better go say hi to Ravine. Because if you don't say hey to Ravine, she gonna choke me to death. And then go over to Really Be and tell and snitch on me. Mm-hmm. Speaking of saying hey to people, coming to us all the way. All the way. I can't even find the man walk on music. All the way from Hey Chef. I couldn't find Chef's walk up music. Hey Butterfly. So you came over, you came back to YouTube from Twitch. That's okay, Butterfly. Ciao. Everybody say they here for the drag. Well, let's proceed to dragon. Hey, Miss Bay Thing. I want my own walk-up theme music too. I ain't even got no walk-up theme music. I go around there to Chef and he be like, hey, El Teddy, and that be it. I don't have no walk-up theme music. Y'all see how he be doing me over there? Mm. 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 He ain't right. Okay. Hey, Terrence said he had to go over to Twitch so he could properly join the dragon, because on Twitch you can cuss on Twitch. Mm-hmm. For those of you not over there on Twitch, you can cuss all you want. And guess what I'll do? I'll put it up on the screen. You can cuss all you want over the Twitch. Mm-hmm. So why am I dragging these people? El Teddy, didn't you already drag Harry Cuellar last week. This deserves another dragging because there's an update to the story. Now, here's the backstory. We reported last week on Run Your Mouth that your president, Donald John, pardoned Harry Cuellar, Democratic U.S. Representative Harry Cuellar, and his wife, who were indicted on bribery charges stemming from them taking more than $600,000 in bribes from foreign countries and foreign entities. Uh-huh. And your president, Donald John, pardoned him, right? Issued him a pardon. This is the same Harry Cuellar who's the only he's the only one on record, I should say, that's a Democrat on record saying that he's pro-life and not pro-choice. He is a pro-gun rights Democrats, so much so during this at least exactly 1 week after the Uvalde shootings in Texas, his state, he went on a campaign rally touting that they need more guns in the state. Bitch ass Nancy Pelosi and and Jim Clyburn were at that very same campaign rally. He's just a fucking dino, a Democrat in name only. He's another of the ilk of a Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. These bitches don't mean us no good. And then to add more, this is all of the backstory, y'all. Just the backstory. Hey, Yaya. Oh, that's Yana. Okay. That's Yana over on down to the Twitch. So, look inside Mary. She done already went over down to the Twitch. Because she said she's here for the cousin. So here's where it gets spicy. Now, I dog walked Hakeem Jeffries because right after that, he came out and said, oh, I'm glad that Donald John pardoned him. It was the right thing to do. Oh my God, we love Henry Cuellar. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, Hakeem, because you love anybody that's a centrist Democrat that's not here to help the American people, that's not here to help your Democratic base, that's here to give us the shaft and just take more and more money into their coffers from foreign entities and other illegal organizations. Because you don't want to hold him accountable because he's responsible for Jessica Cisneros not being in the U.S. House. We remember Jessica Cisneros lost conveniently by like 300 votes to Henry Cuellar right after y'all were helping him campaign just after the Uvalde shooting, right? Hey, Errol. Now, this is all the backstory because fuck bitch ass Hakeem Jeffries brought his punk ass the fuck out of here. Yeah, that was the right thing to do. That was the right outcome. Really? Really? See, this is the fuck shit that I be talking about. I told y'all you cannot negotiate with these fucking terrorists. So that was Friday, right? Fast forward, and then we have this. Your president is angry because Henry Cuellar, with the full backing, hey Felicia, with the full fucking backing and support of the Democratic establishment and all of their fuck shit and fuckery, because they are willing to throw 2026 midterms out of the window, just crap all over themselves and say, fuck it, it's business as usual. We're just going to do the same tired ass, bullshit ass fuck shit that we've been doing for the last 35 years, thinking that that's going to help us, right? So Henry Cuellar comes out today, files his paperwork and says, I'm sorry, he didn't do it today. He did it the other day. Excuse me. I believe he did it on Friday. Hey, Demetria, what's going on, boo? And announced that he was running for re-election, right? Somebody go knock on Jessica Cisneros' door. Somebody go over there, knock on Jessica Cisneros' door down to the San Antonio. Tell her to get out of the house and go file her paperwork to run against this bitch. Okay, I need somebody down to the San Antonio. Go over there and knock on Jessica Cisneros' door and tell her we need her to come run this in the primary against this bitch. But here's where it gets interesting, right? So your president, once Henry Cuellar announced that he's running again and chooses to run as a Democrat and not switch parties, because your president believed that, yeah, we'll do this whole quid pro quo, right? We'll violate all types of laws and do a quid pro quo where I pardon you and my pardon, and maybe you paid me to pardon you. So you paid me to pardon you. I pardon you, but on the back end, I want you to change parties to the Republican Party. I mean, you might as well. I mean, you're no different from these bitches. So you might as well, right, Henry Cuellar? But he decides that he's going to run as a Democrat after Donald John pardoned him, right? So Donald John loses his fucking mind. He says, quote, and this is what he posted yesterday on Truth Social, quote, such a lack of loyalty, something that Texas voters and Henry's daughters will not like. Oh well, next time, no more Mr. Nice Guy. End of quote. I don't know what y'all want me to do with these people. So the president basically comes right out and basically said, yeah, I got a whole quid pro quo going on. Y'all mad about it? Be mad. Stay mad, bitches. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. With the full support of the Democratic establishment, right? Hey, China White, in my estimation, Henry Cuellar is no better than the January 6 people. You can go ahead. Next time they have another one, just go on out there, Henry. Okay? You're a fucking criminal just like they are. You are. And Hakeem Jeffries and all of those establishment Democrats do not come over here with this self-righteous ass, holier than thou ass stance like, oh, these people are so crooked and they're so lawless and so forth. And you fuck bitches are out here supporting hard ass fucking criminals like this bitch over here. The bitch ain't shit. The bitch ain't doing a fuck thing for the people over there in the San Antonio area. And you bitches went out there and supported him anyway. The bitch been taking bribes for years. Him and his raggedy ass wife. Just been taking fucking bribes for years. And because you stupid ass whores are so hell bent on keeping progressives out of Congress, right? You would rather support a pro-life, pro-gun, Democrat in name only, bribe-taking, lawless criminal and have him in the fucking United States House of Congress then have a progressive. And in the next breath, you're going to try to come out here as if you're the fucking self-righteous, holier than thou party that's here for the rule of law. And you think, kiss my ass and die slowly, you raggedy bitches. These are the same fucking Democratic whores who gave full-throated support to Andrew Cuomo, who's a known womanizer, who's a harasser of women, and who had dozens of women come out and say that he harassed and sexually mistreated them. And they gave full support to him rather than trying to support Zora Mamdani, who is a Democratic socialist and on the progressive side of Democratic leaning. They would rather support a man known for abusing women sexually than support a progressive. You'd rather support this fucktard that's taking hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes, ain't giving a fucking dime to his community. Right? Hakeem Jeffries, right? Nancy Pelosi, right? Jim Clyburn, all you bitches need to go. All you whores need to go. All of you. You serve us no fucking purpose. You're feckless and you're weak. And you bitches ain't shit. Y'all only grow a pair of balls. The only time these people actually act like they got a sack of nuts and try to let them hang is when they have somebody that's progressive running as a Democrat. And now y'all got all the fight in y'all against people in your own party that you do against the opposition because you some punk puss assholes. Bitches get on my fucking nerves. Raggedy bitches. Y'all don't have no smoke for the MAGA nuts. No smoke for Donald John. Y'all around here confirming members of his cabinet and all types of bullshit. But y'all got all of the smoke for the progressive wing of your own party, right? And then you expect the progressive wings to just blindly go along with anything y'all try to roll out there. And y'all are always at odds and fighting the progressive wing. Fuck you, bitch. If I was in the squad on the progressive wings, I would give all of them hoes my whole ass to kiss. I would tell Hakeem Jeffries and the rest of the Democratic leadership, I would tell them to locate the fattest part of my asshole and suck it. Eat my ass, you raggedy bitches. I tell you, let me move on because these people get me upset. I'm telling you, these people irk my fucking nerves. They wear my last fucking nerve out. Wear my last fucking nerve out. I'm just telling you what I know. Eat my ass, whore. Bitches get on my fucking nerves. Hey, Lock Queen. Lock Queen, they got me coming out of my body on these people. Girl. Exactly, Terrence. Exactly. Exactly. These bitches are I'm telling you. This is why I say everybody's up. Fuck everybody. I don't care if you are left, right, center, wherever, whoever. Everybody's up for re-election. Fuck everybody. We need loyalty tests for everybody. I need to see your voting history. We checking voting histories moving forward. Fuck that shit. Around here playing with you bitches. It's primary season. Fuck all you whores. Everybody can be primaried. Let me move on before I continue to come out my body on these fuck bitches. They be getting on my fucking nerves. I sure hope my boy up there New York primary your ass. I sure hope what's his name? Chai Osei. I think that's his name. I hope he primaries your bitch ass, Hakeem. And I say that lovingly as your frat brother, but you ain't shit. In some other sugar spiky news, I guess this is we'll bounce to the other side and be a little happier. Jasmine Crockett has filed the necessary paperwork to run for the Democratic primary for the U.S. Senate in Texas. We said that it was being reported that she was considering it and thinking about it. She said that she was considering it and thinking about it, and now it's been announced. She's supposed to announce today. Probably now. I think it was supposed to be announced at 4:30 p.m. today, Central Texas time. Central Standard Time, excuse me. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right now she should be making her announcement. Right now she should be making her announcement for her run in the U.S. Senate. Excuse me. We're here for it. We are here for it. Now she's got some ground to make up. He did. Oh, don't sadden me. He ended it. Mel Bricks. I'm so sad to hear this. I was rooting for Chai Osei to run against Hakeem. Somebody got to go over there and do something. Now here's the deal. Hey, Quake is saying it's going to be rough for her because of the rural areas and the gerrymandering. Now let's be clear. We got to make it through the primary season first. It's an uphill climb for her in the primary because we did if you recall, a month or two ago, we did a candidate profile of State Representative James Tallarico out of the Austin area. And he had already outbid Colin Allred, who also was running. Now, Colin Allred, just before Jasmine announced she was running, Colin Allred announced that he was no longer running for the U.S. Senate seat. But James Tallarico had already out fundraised Colin Allred and had raised more than $6 million in just the first 3 weeks of his campaign. And so James Tallarico, who really has a lot of wind behind his sails, especially in the progressive movement, he's running in that primary. Jasmine has entered the ring, and she, as you can probably imagine, will get a lot of, donors and people that will start to donate to her platform. So we'll monitor the situation and see how her fundraising goes. But she has an uphill climb. This is the great state of Texas. Hey, Tar Shell. Hey, Complex 613. Colin wasn't going to beat James Tallarico. It was no way. He was going to do that. It was no way. Yeah, he was. He had too much blood in the water. He had did too many things. He didn't have Ice Cube's chance in hell. Colin Allred. But I think it's going to be, listen, I'm here for a contested primary. I don't think anybody should have to go through the primary and not have to run against anybody. Run on your record. Let's get it. Let's see what the end going to be. Hey, Miss E. I love it. I love two far left leaning candidates. Beautiful. Great. Love to see it. Because James Tallarico is progressive, and so is Jasmine. Beautiful. Love it. May the best man or woman win. Whoever comes out on top, we're here for it. Now, I don't have to vote in Texas, so I don't have to choose between the two. You know what I'm saying? But my girl Quake is over there in Texas, and it's a bunch of y'all. I know Chef is over there in Texas, and I'm not sure if Chef is in Jasmine's district, but I know he's close to her district. He over there, if not, no, he's close over there in the Dallas area. Miss E says she over there in the great state of Texas. So I love that she's running. I feel a little differently. I like a contested primary where we can get everything. I think you can run a hard contested primary and I have to go below the belt. You know what I'm saying? Run on your record, run on your beliefs, run on your record. And I don't think you have to dog walk the other person in order to highlight yourself. I think that you could say, here's what I've done. Here's my record. I'm sure the other person is great, but this is what I've done. So if they run like that, I think it could be fine. I think also, you are in her district, Chef. Okay, Chef say he is in her district. So hey, Fran. So yeah, I love that this is I do not believe in uncontested primaries. I just don't. I do not like uncontested primaries. But she is running, and we're glad to see her running. But like I said, she's got an uphill climb. She got to start fundraising. And then this is still Texas. You have to understand, especially for Jasmine, she does have quite a bit of fodder for the other side to use in oppo campaigns and things like that, and pull on the racist nature of a lot of voters in Texas. I mean, we have a Supreme Court approved gerrymandered as voting map in Texas. You have a country that is leaning more toward racism than it ever has before. And the racist ass Republicans and MAGA are going to tout Jasmine as the angry black woman that you don't want in Congress. Now, I'm telling y'all how this is going to go. It's going to get ugly. We need her in the Senate, but I don't think there's a chance. If I'm being brutally honest, and I know y'all come um to y'all want me to be brutally honest, I don't know if this is the right time for Jasmine. I just don't. I don't think this is the right time. I'm going to say that I don't think hey Lady D, I don't think that the Democratic Party wants her. And I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm gonna say it with my old chest. Before we even get to the Republican Party, I do not believe that the Democratic Party wants Jasmine Crockett to run. And that's being full throated. Because whereas the Republican Party provide cover for their lunatics out there, for the Nancy Maces and the Marjorie Taylor Greens and the Lauren Boeberts and all of their people, the Democratic Party allows the complete castigation of Jasmine Crockett on every turn. They don't try to provide protection for her. They don't try to provide cover for her. And it's not just her. It's all black women in Congress that dare to grab a microphone and speak truth to power. They felt the same way about Cori Bush. They feel the same way about Ayanna Pressley. They feel the same way about Ilhan Omar. Any black woman that goes up there and says, I'm going to say it with my chest and speak truth to power, the Democratic Party sits back and just allows whatever to be done and said, and they give no fucking pushback. Which again leads me to believe that they're in there talking to strategists, Democratic strategists, who most of them conveniently are white men descended from the Caucasus Mountains, and they tell the Democratic establishment where to go, how to go, and who will make a good or not so good candidate for the Democratic Party instead of letting the people decide. So if I'm being honest, I don't believe that the Democratic Party is going to even try to put money into Jasmine if whoever comes out. But certainly if it's Jasmine's campaign, they're not going to put the money into Jasmine's campaign. Not until it's way too late and after they feel like, well, they done did enough grassroots work and maybe we have a chance. So now in the last month or so, now y'all want to put some teeth into it. I'm telling you, you about to see the ugly side of the Democratic Party. And then we've seen some of the ugliest side of it already. But I'm telling you, especially after 2024, their strategists are going to tell them not to put money into Jasmine. They're going to push James Tallarico. I'm telling you. And both of them are progressive. And so the Democratic Party is probably upset that there's not another viable centrist Democrat for them to choose, because that's what they want. They want a centrist Democrat that they can put all of their money behind. But it doesn't seem like there's going to be one that will come. And so they're going to lean to their racist nature. And I said it about the Democratic Party. And they're going to push James Tallarico. I'm just telling you what I know. That with that not being said, I just don't think that it's the right time for Jasmine yet. I think she has some more work to do in Congress. And I think that when it's time for Rafael Cruz to come up again, I think that would be the best time. I thought both of them were progressives. From what I understood, Samira, when I looked in, especially when I was looking at when I did the candidate profile, Tallarico is touted as a progressive, not a centrist. I don't think the Dems want either one of them. I don't think the Dems want either. The Dems do not like Jasmine like that. They want Jasmine. They want their black women to sit down and shut up. They don't like people like her, Summer Lee. What's my girl out in California? Oh my God. Oh, this black lady. I love her too. She's in California. I believe she's up in the Oakland area. She wears the glasses. She took over for Barbara Lee. Oh God. She took hold on, I gotta look this up now. Cause I look up she took Barbara Lee's place in Congress. What's this woman's name? Latifah Simon. Oh, I couldn't think of her name. I saw them glasses though. I could not think of her name. They don't like them kind of black women. They don't like the Jasmine Crockett's, Summer Lee, Ayanna Presley, Cori Bush, Latifah Simon, Ilhan Omar. They do not like black women that dare to grab a microphone and say, "Motherfucker, this is what it is." So I think for them, they have to pick the lesser of two evils. That's what the Democratic Party is saying in their head. They feel like they have to pick the lesser of two evils. But we're glad to see Jasmine run, and I'm grateful to have two progressive leaning candidates. I mean, we'll see how this goes. And like I said, I don't think they have to. And to Terrence's point, Terrence brought this up earlier. I don't think they have to tear each other down to promote themselves. I think you run on your records. I think you run on your record and let like my grandfather used to say, if your work speaks for you, then don't interrupt. Hey, Carl Whiteman or Whitman. Hello, everyone. I'm from UK and I love Jasmine Crockett, hoping she'll be able to overcome the redistricting. I hope so too. It was an uphill climb in the great state of Texas, even prior to the redistricting. And now the gerrymandering is severe. What I hope, what the hope is that these people in MAGA and the Republicans run it so far into the ground that even people on the other side say, I just can't vote for these people anymore. And they come and maybe they're the blue tsunami that they're expecting won't necessarily, because I don't believe that people would necessarily vote for the Democrats, but they will vote against Republicans who may be causing them harm. The Dems have learned all the wrong lessons from Kamala's losses. The Jasmine Crocker and Cori Bushes are their saving. They don't believe that, Xavier. Unfortunately, they do not believe that. Jasmine is the most popular. That's great for fundraising. I hope AOC funds both of their campaigns since she's in charge with the progressive funds for elections. I want to see both of them. I want to see a nice, good primary and come out and be ready to swing for the fences and throw blows at the Republican side, not at each other. But yes, we are glad to see that. Y'all see, I don't went from dog walking the Democratic Party because of Harry Cuellar. Now we're dog walking the Democratic Party some more because of how we know they are against black women. I'm telling y'all, that's how they are. I couldn't think of Latifah Simon's name. Shout out to Latifah Simon. I love Latifah Simon. I love her. My girls who I love, my black women who I love. Hey, Tawana. My black women who I love I love me some Ayanna Presley out of the great state of Massachusetts. I love Summer Lee out of Pennsylvania. I love me some Latifah Simon out of California. I love Jasmine out of Texas. I love and Cori Bush is running again. I think we already reported on that, but Cori Bush is running for that seat in Missouri. So we want to make sure that we remind people of that. I love Ilhan Omar out of Minnesota. My black women be out here getting it. Do you hear me? Black women in Congress be out here getting it. Do you hear me? Oh my God, I love my black women in Congress. Getting it. Getting it. Anyway, I think Ayanna is underrated. I think Summer Lee is definitely baby. The way Summer Lee be undressing these people in on the floor of Congress and in those committees. Go watch Summer Lee on some of these committees with the way she be dog walking these people. I be here for all parts of me some Summer Lee. They hate outspoken black women, but don't bat an eye all the vows. Exactly, Jay Thomas. That is my point exactly. And the hate for black women is within the Democratic Party as well. I mean, it's just a mess. Oh, Stacey Plaskett. Yeah, that's Stacey Plaskett out of the Virgin Islands. The Informed, you talking about what's this lady name? I see her face. Oh God, now I gotta look her up. Now I gotta look her up. Oh, now I gotta look her up. Lauren Underwood, child. I saw her face though. I had her face. Lauren Underwood. There she go. I hung out with one of your frat brothers over the weekend, and he is running for governor. Oh, okay, of Nevada. He is the current attorney general of Nevada. I wonder if that's the guy who I met. We had a political forum in at Conclave this past summer. Aaron Ford. I think that was him. That looked like him. Yeah, okay, this is a picture of him without the glass. I saw him with the glass. Yeah, that's him. Aaron Ford. Yeah, that was him. He was there. But they had all of the congressmen, and they had state leaders and stuff like that on the dais. And he was up there as well. So it was great to see him. But they had a whole political forum at Conclave this summer in hot ass Phoenix, Arizona. So But yeah, okay. Woman terrorist is allowed to move on with it. You know what? I see some of the ladies you guys have in Congress, and I'm genuinely so jealous. I wish the UK had this caliber of a Jasmine or an AOC. Our political figures are less than inspired. Listen, Carl, I ain't gonna even hold you. The Democratic Party fights with those women. They don't like progressives. They don't like outspoken women. Most of the Democratic establishment are just as bad as the MAGA nuts. And you have a small segment. And yeah, y'all welcome Carl here. Carl, y'all give a call a hearty Shondo and welcome him here. Since this is his first time here. But yeah, we're over here fighting a good fight, Carl, because while it may appear that way, the Democratic Party tries all it can to stifle those women. Hey, C Golden, they always want to call Jasmine ghetto, but Trump can get up there with his with his great vocabulary, and they exactly Jay Thomas. Well, we glad you're here. I know it's kind of late over there. It's almost 12 o'clock over there. Carl, we have another one of our good subscribers from across the pond, Lizgo. She's over there in I forgot what part of London she said she was in. I know she's over in London. Mhm. Well, listen, Jasmine, we will be we'll be rooting for you. In more news from members of the Democratic wing of Congress, for those of you all who did not see this over the weekend, Representative Adelita Grijalva out of the great state of where's she out of Arizona, I believe it is. She was back in her home district fighting against ICE and what they were doing, and ended up getting pepper sprayed. Here's the video. The woman got pepper. I got the video. Hold on. Let me get the video for y'all. Here's the video.
Watch out. Hey, put it down. Put it down. You're a city member of Congress.
You need to calm down. You guys need to calm down and get out. You need to get out. You need to get out.
Get out of the way. Stop. You guys need to clear now.
Are we surprised? These people are fucking animals. Fucking animals over there in ICE. Are we surprised that they're pepper spraying sitting members of Congress? These people are vile. They're vile. You do recall that a sitting senator, Senator Padilla, out there in California, remember they had him handcuffed and stuff just because he came into a federal building. Remember that? We reported on that. They don't give a damn about you being a sitting member of Congress. They could give a rat's ass. These people are whole ass criminals. I'm telling y'all, I have every reason to believe that these ICE people are really nothing more than the Proud Boys, QAnon, and all of those other fuck bitches that overthrew or tried to overthrow the government back in the year of our Lord 2021 on January 6th. Now, before I add my commentary on this, mark my words. Mark my words. When your president told those bitches to stand to and stand by, this is now him giving them the opportunity to no longer stand to and stand by. Now he's telling them to go out there. And this ICE police militia and this mob of fucking criminal gangsters that they call a government law enforcement agency are going to be the same people that if this man or the or if an election doesn't go the way he likes it to go, they will be storming the Capitol. It will be fucking ICE. Mark my fucking words. He is going to utilize that mob of fuck bitches and thugs and criminals and miscreants to stage a successful overthrow of the government. Mark my fucking words. I'm telling y'all how this is going to go. Don't be surprised. You heard it over here. I'm telling you all, prepare. An election's not going to go the way they want it to go. And that bitch is going to say, oh, I can't use the U.S. military, but I have my own pseudo branch of the military called fucking ICE. And he's going to use these bastards to overthrow your government. I'm just telling you how this is going to go. Mark my fucking words. Yep. He released all of them. You see how conveniently he pardoned all of these bastards and let them back out into the free world and then just started offering them jobs. It was reported last week. There was a whole report last week about the fact that these new members of ICE that they're hiring have criminal records. Have fucking criminal records. I'm just telling you how this is going. This shit is going to hell in the handbasket. Listen, I hate when they side mirror. I hate when they come true. But I'm telling you, these people are nothing more than Proud Boys, QAnon, KKK, all of these fucking white nationalists, fuck boys who were rejects in fucking high school and maybe college. The few that may have went to college and have just stunted mental development, cognitive development is just stunted. Just little dick motherfuckers just out here trying to showcase their bravado or machismo or lack thereof. These are those bitches. Now, Representative Grijalva, she spoke out about this in a statement. Here's her statement.
Hi, it's Adelita Grijalva. We just came up on a community that was protecting their people. We had, I would say, maybe 40 ICE agents, most of them masked, in several vehicles that the community had stopped right here, right in the middle of the street, because they were afraid that they were taking people without due process, without any kind of notice. And so I was here. This is like the restaurant I come to literally once a week, and was sprayed in the face by a very aggressive agent, pushed around by others when I literally was not being aggressive. I was asking for clarification, which is my right as a member of Congress. So once introduced myself, once I did, I assumed that it would be a little calmer, but there was literally only one person that was trying to speak to me in any kind of civil tone, and everyone else was being rude and disrespectful. And I just can only imagine, if they're going to treat me like that, how they're treating everybody else. So we saw it. We saw people directly sprayed, members of our press, everybody that was with me, my staff member, myself, 2 staff members we have like remnants of whatever they sprayed on us. Excuse me, it's bothering me. And I think that this is one of the problems, the biggest problem that we have in this community is that we have Trump that has no regard for any due process, the rule of law, the Constitution. They're literally disappearing people from the streets. They arrested 2 people. We have no idea where they're going. And I want to thank Tucson Police Department for coming and taking care of the space, making sure that everyone was safe once ICE left. And you can see that traffic is back to normal because of them. And so they were not the aggressors here. They arrived on the scene after ICE was already here and after there was a block in the street. So I just want to make sure that that's really clear. I want to protect the people in this community, and that's why I showed up. I think it's important for me to have eyes on what's happening here and not just have it be, stories through other people. So I'll keep you posted if I hear anything else.
Now, that's what Representative Grijalva said. Fuck bitch extraordinaire Trisha McLaughlin, who y'all have heard me mention many times on this platform. I cannot stand Trisha McLaughlin. You know, she's the spokesperson for Kristi Noem in the Department of Homeland Security. She came right out and saying that the congresswoman was, quote, in the vicinity, end of quote, of another person who was pepper sprayed as they obstructed and assaulted law enforcement. She went on to say, quote, if her claims were true, this would be a medical marvel, but they're not true. She wasn't pepper sprayed. Presenting oneself as a member of Congress doesn't give you the right to obstruct the law enforcement. End of quote. Hey, fuck bitch McLaughlin. Come here. Come here. You. Fuck bitch McLaughlin. Come here. You started off your statement, ma'am. Yeah, come to the whiteboard. Come all the way to the whiteboard. Yeah. You started off your statement, ma'am, saying in your words that Congresswoman Grijalva was, quote, in the vicinity, in the quote, of another person who was pepper sprayed. You do realize how pepper spray works, right? Fuck bitch McLaughlin. You do realize that if you're in the vicinity of where pepper spray strikes, you too get pepper sprayed because it, gets in the air. And it's specifically put out there to reach several people in the vicinity, right? Meanwhile, we literally watched you shoot at the woman's feet. Now, you may tell me that wasn't pepper spray. Well, what the fuck was it? What the fuck else are you all spraying like that? What the fuck else is that? What other chemical agent are you all spraying at citizens of this country? I'd like to know. I'm just saying. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. So, like she said, if they're doing this to members of the House and members of the Senate, what the fuck do you think they're going to do with our asses? But I said this a long time ago. Let me move on. These people are escaped from reality. I'm telling you, they are escaped from reality. In more news, the Trump administration has announced a $12 billion farm aid package. a boost to farmers who have struggled to sell their crops while getting hit by rising costs after the president raised tariffs on China as part of a broader trade war. He unveiled the plan today, this afternoon. Your president did at a White House roundtable with Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins, lawmakers from farm states, and farmers who thanked him for the help. Quote, with this bridge payment, we'll be able to farm another year. End of quote. And that came from a farmer in Iowa, from Iowa, by the name of Court Holub. Secretary Rollins put the immediate value of the program at $11 billion, money that the White House said will offer one-time payments to row crop farmers. Another $1 billion will be put aside for specialty crops as the administration works to better understand the circumstances for those farmers. The aid will move by the end of February, according to the agricultural secretary. Your president then said, we looked at how they were hurt, to what extent they were hurt. End of quote. That was his answer when they asked how he came up with the amount for the bailout. I told y'all what these people do. I explained to y'all what this man does, and I explained to you all how imbecilic, stupid ass, sub 50 IQ score ass people descended from the Caucasus Mountains listen to this man and his fuck shit and believe it like it's gospel. Now, let's be clear. The problem that the farmers are in is admittedly created by this man. The man created the problem for them with his tariffs. Soybean farmers have been complaining, and farmers of all types of things have been complaining about the tariffs and what this has done to their industry, right? To the farming and agriculture industry, right? A problem he created. And now we have to take an additional $12 billion of taxpayer monies to try to give aid and assistance to farmers who he's now going to roll around America and put all on television and say he's helping farmers, the very same farmers who he hurt. And you got farmers praising him, saying, thank you, President Trump, for helping and saving us, helping you and saving you from him, because he's the problem. And then to add insult to injury, right? The man said it's going to be a one-time payment. What the fuck is a farmer going to do with a one-time payment? I don't even care what the amount of this one-time payment is, but you just told me that you're giving a one-time payment to these farmers, right? Problem is going to continue. Problem is going to continue to fester and proliferate and get worse. But thank God for this one-time payment, right? Only to row farmers. So 11 billion of the 12 billion is only going to row farmers, meaning you grow a specific type of crop that grows in rows. That's not all types of farming. And then we'll save another billion and determine which ones we like well enough to utilize that last $1 billion with. So let me get this straight. You took a katana blade, right, and slashed the farming community from their throat to their abdomen. They're bleeding out. Internal organs are falling out. They're losing blood by the pint per minute. And your way to help them out is to take one Band-Aid, a small Band-Aid, and try to put it in one area and say, all right, that'll fix it. But you got farmers on here praising him as if he's really helping out the problem that he made. I just want to make sure that we're understanding what's happening here. And I hate to be the one to tell you, y'all know it ain't going to these types of farmers, right? It's these, not these. These, not these. These, not these. I'm just going. I don't have to tell y'all that, right? Right. Draw and quartered them, but then take a little small Band-Aid and try to put it across the section and say, yeah, there you go. It's fixed. Y'all already know which type of farmers this is going to, right? I don't have to tell y'all that, right? Don't. I don't. Sure. In more news, now, if you live in my great home city of Miami, Florida, it's my city where I'm born and raised. Mhm. There is I'm not even halfway through the damn sugar spike segments. God be with me. Uh, El Teddy, you got to do better. There is a special election tomorrow. If you live in the city of Miami, and that's within the city of Miami city limits, a lot of people live in Miami-Dade County, but not in the city of Miami city limits. Okay? If you live in the city, there is a special election tomorrow for the city of Miami. Why are you highlighting this, El Teddy? Nobody care. The reason that this is important is Miami is a major metropolitan area. And so the politics that go along in some of these major metropolitan areas is telling for what could happen moving forward. For example, the politics within New York City with the Mamdani race spoke volumes for where the temperature of the country, and it's not just that area, but the country writ large. And Miami, the city of Miami itself, has not had a Democratic mayor for more than 30 years. The city of Miami is overrun with Cubans who are staunchly racist and staunchly Republican. Again, the Cuban Americans who are staunchly racist and staunchly Americans. Now, while Miami-Dade County is a blue county, goes blue, that's because of all of the other cities in Miami-Dade County that do go blue. But the city of Miami itself, that has Little Havana in it. It has areas close to going south, closer to the Coral Gables area. And the black portions of the city of Miami is Liberty City, but that's not the largest concentration of black people. The largest concentration of black people are on the northern end in the city of Miami Gardens, which is one of the largest black cities in America. There's another large portion down south in Homestead area and some of those areas, Goulds, Richmond Heights, and so forth. But in the actual borders of the city of Miami, staunchly Cuban American. And who are some of the most racist people. Cuban Americans are more racist than white people. I'll be honest with you. They are. They are. And so the mayor of the city of Miami has been a Republican, a Cuban American Republican for the last 3 decades. Mhm. Well, there was an election back in November, and nobody got enough of the votes to win outright. So there's a runoff, which is tomorrow. Now, the runoff is you have 2 people in the runoff. The young man on your right, that is Emilio Gonzalez. He is the Republican being backed by your president, Donald John, and the governor death sentence, Ron DeSantis. The woman you see on your left is Eileen Higgins, who previously served on the Miami-Dade County Commission, and she's the Democrat. Now, in the election in November, she won 36% of the vote. Mr. Gonzalez only won 16% of the vote. I'm sorry, 19% of the vote. Now, there was another Democrat named Ken Russell. He came in third with 10 other candidates also in the election. So there was like 15 candidates in the race. These were the top two vote getters. The Democrat, has the top number of votes. He came second. Now, this bodes well for her. And if she's able to win, she would become the first Democratic mayor of the city of Miami. I want to say the last time I can remember a Democratic mayor in Miami was maybe about close to 30 years ago. It was like late 90s. I think it was like 97 or 96. I was in high school. So I'm going to watch this race for you all. This is alarming for me. For those people who know Miami politics, hey, Aquarius, the only real sign. For those people who know Miami politics, hey, Marty, I think Universal Goddess is still in here. She's from Miami like me. This is alarming. This is not the norm. So I'm going to follow this race because if that mayoral seat goes blue, that is very telling because this is a Cuban American community that is staunchly Republican. And if even those Cuban Americans are changing sides and not voting Republican because of this White House, that does not bode well. That is Cuban Americans of all of the Latinx Hispanic population are some of the most conservative and racist. They are the ones who believe we're here and no other immigrants should be able to come. They are racist against their own fellow Latinx and Hispanic communities. So I'm going to follow this race, monitor it, and we'll have an update on it on Wednesday to see how it went. This is going to be very telling for the Hispanic Latinx community. Very telling. In other news, that bitch gone. Alina Habba, who they were trying to force into that seat in New Jersey to be the U.S. attorney for New Jersey. And remember, she kept being told by federal judges that she was not qualified or authorized and did not have the confirmation that she needed, but they still tried to put her in there. Well, she's officially stepping down as the top federal prosecutor in New Jersey. Good. Bye. Fuck that horse. She wasn't supposed to be there anyway. Bye, bitch. Moving on. In more sugar spiky news, that is Admiral Rachel Levine, who served for 4 years as President Biden's Assistant Secretary for Health. She was the first transgender person to win Senate confirmation, and her portrait has been displayed in the hallway at the U.S. Department of Health at the federal, the public health Department of Health and Human Services, that building. Her picture is there because she's a former. She's the former Assistant Secretary for Health. Well, oh, I should also mention she's a 4-star admiral. Well, your president and his administration decided that instead of putting her name, Rachel Levine, on the picture, underneath the picture, they decided to put her dead name. Hmm. They altered the picture of her and put her dead name. Hmm. Put her dead name below the picture. Underneath, the picture frame and stuff. These people are vile. Vile. These people are not human. These people are vile. I told y'all, this is why I do not negotiate or talk to or engage anybody that's over there, anybody that voted over there, anybody that gives credence to that side, anybody who tells me we need to hear both sides. I don't need to hear both of nothing. These people are vile. I have no words for these people. Y'all can put all y'all want underneath her picture. You can't erase her from history. She's there and will always be there perpetually. In more news, for my DC folks, Muriel Bowser came out today and she announced, Mayor Muriel Bowser of the great city of DC, she announced that Pamela Smith would be stepping down as the chief of police of the Metropolitan Police. That's what Muriel Bowser announced today. Now, Pamela Smith, she was appointed back in 2023. Now, listen, I don't live in DC. I'm not as familiar with the DC politics, and whether and how well received Pam Smith was. I hadn't heard anything too bad about her until the recent time period when the Trump administration sent National Guard troops and so forth into DC. And then people got mad with Pam Smith because they were like, well, why are you just letting these people do this? And you ain't even trying to give up a fight. And wait, just as a side note, this didn't make the dossier, but shout out to the mayor of Minneapolis, Minnesota, who's on record saying to any member of the Minneapolis Police Department, if I find out you did not try to stop ICE from doing their illegal raids in my city, you're fired. No questions asked. If I find out that you work for the Minneapolis Police Department and you sat there and did nothing and allowed ICE to accost and arrest and violate the rights of the citizens of Minneapolis, Minnesota, you will be fired. I'm telling you now. Shout out to that mayor. That's how you go on record letting bitches know, bitch, we about this life. Figure out your life. We're not here for the fuck shit. We're here to protect our citizens. We're not here to aid and abet fucking ICE. And by you standing idle and not doing anything to stop ICE, you're aiding and abetting them. I was here for it when I saw it. I meant to put that in the dossier. I just didn't have enough room. The dossier was back. But Pam Smith says she's stepping down. I don't know who's going to be next and what this means for the Metropolitan Police Department down to the great city of DC, or what this means for, crime has been going down in DC. It's noted that crime is down in DC. So I can't say that she has not been instrumental in crime and the crime rate going down in DC. So listen, I'm sure you're if you're retiring, beautiful. Live out the rest of your life and don't look back and don't be bothered with these people in their fuck shit. In more sugar spiky news, so there's been this uproar lately with the situation down to the Oklahoma University with the little girl who had the assignment and did the assignment wrong, right? hmm and got a failing grade, right? Y'all are we all familiar with the situation? We all familiar with that situation? Y'all, I put it to the University of Oklahoma, because if I don't have to go through the whole backstory. Y'all not familiar? Okay, well, let me go through the backstory. So here's the backstory. The University of Oklahoma placed one of their graduate instructors on administrative leave after a student received a 0 on a psychology assignment that described transgender people as, quote, demonic, end of quote, and asserted that gender roles are, quote, biblically ordained, end of quote. The dispute has quickly escalated into a whole situation in Oklahoma, right? The student's name was Samantha Folnecki. She submitted a 650-word reaction paper for a course on how social expectations shape gender. Instead of addressing the assignment's question using data, her essay claimed society is, quote, pushing lies, end of quote, against gender, warned that eliminating strict gender roles would be harmful, and described gender identities as, quote, demonic, end of quote. Now, the professor explained to her that I have no problem with your religious viewpoints or how you may lean religiously. However, you did not complete the assignment. You did not cite any sources. You did not use any data, and you were supposed to use the data that you were given during the course of this class, and utilizing all of the course materials and things like that, right? Gave the student a 0. Student came back and said, "Oh, you're violating my religious freedom." Baby, your religious freedom don't have a fuck thing to do with this assignment. The assignment was the assignment. You did not answer the assignment. Baby, you got a 0. Then they said, "Oh, it's a trans instructor. So the trans instructor is hating on me because I had a problem with the fact that I called trans people demonic, and I feel like genders are biblically ordained, even though gender is not a biblical construct." That's a whole different story. Um, God be with us. So the instructor was was suspended. Let me take that back. The instructor was suspended. Mom, because she gave the student a 0. Mom comes out. We find out that the little girl's mom is an attorney, and an attorney who represented January Sixers. Let me let me tell you that part. The student's mom is an attorney, and she's an attorney who represented members of represented some of the insurrectionists that tried to overthrow the government on January 6th. So you see where this is going, right? So then the whole story became, oh yeah, this is a trans instructor, and clearly the trans instructor had an issue with this student, where the fact that the instructor is trans has nothing to do with the fact that that student earned a 0. And so now uh, uh, um professors and members of academia across the country were outraged, because now, instead of uh, uh, um, your coursework being based in, even in theological coursework, You can't even study theology or get degrees in divinity or theology or religion without you putting the right amount of sourcing and data and things like. You can't just spew your opinions and expect that it's going to get a good grade. That's not how this works. But they wanted to vilify and demonize this trans instructor. That was the purpose of this student doing this. Her mom backed her and got the instructor suspended. You know, this is almost identical to what we saw over there in Texas A&M. Remember that? So now they had there was last Friday, there was a protest, and the protest last Friday was many members of the staff and students protested the suspension of that instructor uh, um, at the University of Oklahoma. Well, now another instructor at the University of Oklahoma has been removed um, because of this whole thing. Apparently, this instructor was removed from the classroom and was allegedly told that they're alleging that the instructor told students that they would be excused for attending Friday's protest of the removal of the teaching assistant at the heart of the controversy. So the instructor said, hey, if you want to go to the protest that they're having for the instructor that, was suspended, you will be excused from class, right? I'll excuse you from class on Friday if you want to go to the protest. Well, it's being reported that the instructor told students she would excuse any absence for attending the protest. When asked by a student if attending a counter protest would qualify, the instructor said it had to be an organized protest. There was no such protest on Friday, and the student told the news outlets that he filed a complaint with the university. The director of first year composition, Dr. Roxanne Mountford, called the lecturer's attendance policy, quote, inappropriate, end of quote. A statement from the university said the instructor, quote, allegedly demonstrated viewpoint discrimination by excusing students who intended to miss class to attend a protest on campus, but not extending the same benefit to students who intended to miss class to express a counter viewpoint, end of quote. Here's the problem, y'all. Let's cut to the chase. There was no counter protest. The students are out here trying to catch these teachers and trying to play these little games to try to get. So now this other teacher is suspended because she said, hey, you're approved. If you want to go to the protest that they're having for the teacher that was suspended, you will be excused. Some student comes and says, well, what if you want to go to a counter protest? The instructor said it had to be an organized protest, which the original protest for the teacher that was suspended was an organized protest. So the instructor says if it has to be an organized protest, if it is, no problem. There was never a protest. No counter protest. And so student goes and complains about teacher saying, oh, she didn't excuse people for attending a counter protest when there wasn't one. Oklahoma University is again bending the knee to the racist, bigots, and discriminatory individuals, to the students. And this is not what Whitney Houston sang about when she said, I believe the children are our future. Because let's be clear, it was once a time when we could go and look at universities as the places. Hey, Liz, go. We were just talking about you earlier. We had another Londoner in here, and we were like, yeah, we got Liz go. She be here all the time, and she from London too. We were just talking about you earlier. Anyway, But there was once upon a time when we could go to college campuses and know that these were going to be places with critical thinkers, free thinkers, people who were liberal leanings. And now, in a lot of these red states and a lot of these places in the middle of the country, these have become breeding grounds for white nationalists, for bigots, for racists, and for all of the worst traits of the human genome. That's what many college campuses have become. I'm just saying. Oh, she was singing about us. We grown now. Oh, okay. Okay. So she was singing about me. Oh, okay. Okay. As long as we know. So I wanted to give y'all that update. I thought most people were aware of the situation at the University of Oklahoma. So that's what's going on. Just a mess. This video went viral over the weekend. And the lady has ceremoniously been fired. For those people who didn't see the video, here's the video.
That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot for
And
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruin your life, by the way.
Oh, talking about
Bye.
you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you
Suck
fucking look
it.
like.
What's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking ugly bitch? Get the fuck out of
Ugly?
my face.
Talking about ugliness?
Did I stutter?
You actually did stutter when you were asking them if you stuttered. Well, Cinnabon announced that just a couple hours after that she was fired. Thank you for coming. Please drive safely. Yeah, she did get fired. Did. And just like racists always do, they did set up a GoFundMe for her. Did. Her name is Crystal Wilsey, Wilsey. Yeah, this happened last week. So she was ceremoniously fired. However, there's a whole GoFundMe for her. Yeah, they've raised $111,312. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. On the Go, it's called Give Send Go. It's similar to GoFundMe. On the thing, it says stand with Crystal. Meet Crystal, hardworking white woman doing her job at Cinnabon. Two Somali customers decide to make her shift hell with intimidation. Instead of banning the offenders and backing their employee, Cinnabon fires Crystal to keep the nons happy. That's NONS, nons, meaning non-whites. We're not letting this slide. Funds go to making sure Crystal lands on her feet after this betrayal. No white person should lose their job for refusing to be harassed by Somalians. And to date, they have raised $117,312. Here we are. Yeah, that's how much they've raised for her. Hmm. Moving on. In our last sugar spiky story, the young man who you see there, that is LaAndre Thomas. Now, he was shot and killed by police in Georgia. Former Memphis Tigers football player LaAndre Thomas died in an officer-involved shooting in Georgia last week after allegedly pulling a gun on cops, an incident that is under investigation. He was 27 years old. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation says the Sandy Springs Police Department, that's in my neighborhood, was dispatched to the Dunwoody Place area. Wait a minute. I know exactly where this is. Oh. Oh. Thank God I wasn't home. Anyway, they were dispatched at around 10:30 a.m. on December 4th. I was out of town. After a 911 caller claimed a man was assaulting her while she was walking her dog. The GBI says Sandy Springs officers identified the man as Thomas after reviewing surveillance and located the 27-year-old at a bus stop near the 8,000 block. Officials say he approached the officers and started talking before he allegedly reached for his belt to retrieve a weapon. According to GBI, quote, during the conversation, Thomas pulled a handgun from his waistband. One officer then shot Thomas, injuring him. End of quote. Is still under investigation. We'll monitor the situation. I didn't know it was up the block. Chat. Yeah. Your daughter's school went okay. That's right over there by the Publix. Tiffany. That's right over there by the Publix and the Chipotle and stuff. In that plaza with the Publix and the Chipotle and the McDonald's and stuff. Sure. It's time for our video breakdowns as we delve out of the Sugar Spike segment and deeper into the dossier. It's time for us to do some video breakdowns. We only have 2 today. Thank God we only got 2 because we way behind schedule. Here's the first one.
Babe, would you be gay for an hour for $1 billion?
Well, where the fuck we going again?
Would you be gay for 1 hour for $1 billion?
Shit, for $1 billion? Hi, sugar. How you doing?
Would you be gay for 1 hour for $1 billion?
Bitch, I'm gonna go to the club. You coming?
Would you be gay for an hour for $1 billion?
It's running over! Man, you bullshit.
Would you be gay for $1 billion for 1 hour?
How you doing? Yes, bitch. Is that a catwalk?
Would you be gay for an hour for $1 billion?
I'm gonna go to the grocery store. You need anything? Bitch! What fuck you in?
You'll be gay for 1 day for $1 billion?
Bitch, come on. Take me to the hair store. And I got the wire. Call me in now.
Not with the one leg, sir. Some of them are a little too the way some of them so very easily. Switch it up. I don't even think it would take a whole $1 billion. I think you could run some of them $100. Some of them are good 40. Some of them are good 40. Like you all, I love how they just believe that to be gay, I guess, means that you're trans or something. And the trans experience is very different from the gay experience. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. Just not. I'm just saying. Yes. Hey, Xavier, we already know for a blunt, some of them will do it. Some of them don't take $1 billion. Just take a good blunt and they'll do whatever you want them to do. I ain't gonna even hold you. Terrence, who's a part of our straight mafia. Shout out to the straight mafia. Terrence, who's in the straight mafia, says, long as there ain't no sex involved, run it. And that's coming from Terrence. Well, wait. How we know you gay if you not fucking or kissing or nothing? Didn't they look real natural with the switch up? So Jeff said a lot of them don't even need the blunt. Child. Some of them was a little too. It came a little too easy. It was real easy. I'm just saying. Here's our next video breakdown.
How would you be?
Bitch, shut the.
Caleb, if I gave you permission to call me the B word, how would you say it?
Fuck you, bitch.
What?
Yeah, bitch.
What are you kidding me?
If I gave you permission to call me the B word, how would you call me it?
Like, you're asking me to say, like, how would I do it now? Like, you want me to say it now? Like,
like theoretically, if I gave you permission.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
He was ready for that.
If I gave you permission to call me the B word, how would you use it?
You want me to, like, demonstrate?
Demonstrate. If I gave you permission to call me a B word, how would you use it?
Man, get your bitch ass out my face! You always bitching, bitch!
Oh, no, that shit sound like you're way too personal.
No, you asked me a question and I gave you the answer.
No, you got a little bit too serious.
Babe, if you were to call me a bitch, how would you say it?
Like, you want me to actually, like, how
Yeah.
would I say? Listen! Why you make your eyes big?
I just want.
You're not giving me the comfortability to say it.
Go ahead.
Do I
I won't go. I won't look at you. Go ahead.
Listen, you mother.
Say it with your chest.
No, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in.
Go ahead.
Shut up, bitch! 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 Shut up, bitch! Bitch!
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, bitch!
I don't listen. I don't know what y'all want from me, okay? Baby, the way they was ready to say that bitch. Baby, they have been holding that bitch inside for a while. You know, soon as they girlfriend, wife, or whoever that is, get out the car, they call her every bitch in the world. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just saying, baby, they had to get out that pent up aggression, honey. They have been holding that thing for a minute. Those were our 2 video breakdowns for the day, okay? They was here for it. All right, y'all. As we leave the sugar spike segment and delve deeper down into the dossier, do this good belly flop and stanky leg deeper down into the dossier for today. We start off at Disney. This really could have been a sugar spike story. So Disney is changing its policies at all of its parks with regard to people with disability or disabled people. Now, according to news outlets, changes that Disney made to a popular program that lets qualifying disabled people skip long lines at its California and Florida theme parks are too restrictive. Disabled fans contend in a federal lawsuit and shareholder proposal that seek to expand eligibility. The battle over who can skip lines on popular rides because of their disabilities marks the latest struggle by Disney to accommodate disabled visitors while cracking down on past abuses. But some Disney fans say the company has gone too far and has no right to determine who is disabled. Quote, "This isn't right. This isn't what Walt or Roy would have wanted. End of quote, said Shannon Bonadura, referring to the Disney brothers who founded the entertainment enterprise. Despite being unable to wait for long periods of time in the heat because she uses an ileostomy bag, excuse me, I said that wrong. Ileostomy bag. Um, she was denied a pass for their disability program. In a statement, Disney said it was committed to providing a great experience to all visitors, particularly those with disabilities who may require special accommodations. Um, and they apparently they're changing the program now. They've narrowed the scope from people with wider ranges of disabilities to mostly guests who, quote, due to a developmental disability such as autism or similar, quote, end of quote, have difficulties waiting in a long line. Under the changes, guests seeking the the what's it called, disability access service pass must be interviewed via video chat by a Disney worker and a contracted medical professional who will determine if the person is eligible. Visitors found to have lied can be barred from the parks. Some people with disabilities who have been denied say the new policy is too restrictive. Not only was the woman earlier denied a pass because of her ileostomy bag, so was her 25-year-old son, who is blind and has cerebral palsy and autism. Disney said, y'all be around here tripping. Y'all be faking the funk just to skip a line. Y'all around here saying, Disney, y'all done went too far. If I say I'm disabled, I'm disabled. Who are you to fucking judge me or inquire about me? I'm kind of with Disney on this. Disney say, nah, you got to be interviewed. We have an independent medical professional that will interview you and make sure that you qualify. Because I got a couple cousins in them that'll try it. I got a couple cousins that will, try to present themselves as if they're autistic or something just to skip the line too. Listen, I got a couple cousins who I swear, even on a regular day, they got to be, mentally challenged, but they don't need to be skipping no lines down to the Disney. I'm just saying. Cause you're a little slow. Don't mean you need to skip me down to this good Space Mountain ride. Just because you sat the same classroom all 6 periods when we was in high school, that don't mean that you get to that don't mean that you get to skip me in this line. Listen, if you want the pass, they said, listen, we got an independent medical doctor professional that'll interview you and video you and yeah, go ahead and talk to them. Listen, the people do it all the time. They do it at the airports all the time. It be people who tell me point blank, yeah, I'm gonna act like I'm need the wheelchair so I can skip the line down to the airport. I know people who do it all the time. I never worked down to the amusement park, so I don't know. I'm just letting y'all know. Go look up the policy. Now we're supposed to be going on a Royal Caribbean cruise with the tribe and the pupils and stuff in 2 months. And apparently there's been a death on Royal Caribbean. A man, they said, had 33 plus drinks and died. And their fiance is suing. The Royal Caribbean put out a statement and they said, quote, we are saddened by the passing of one of our guests, worked with authorities on their investigation, and will refrain from commenting any further on pending litigation, end of quote. Now, the family of Michael Virgil, the man who died on a Royal Caribbean cruise last year after trying to beat down a door on board, are suing the company they believe is responsible. in part for giving him too much alcohol. In court papers, his fiance Connie Aguilar is going after one of the world's biggest, largest cruise line companies for allegedly serving him, quote, at least 33 alcoholic beverages before his untimely death. Y'all sure want something else besides the alcohol? That's a picture of the man bamming on people's doors and stuff. Maybe I don't know. According to the lawsuit, when Michael and Connie boarded the ship with their 7-year-old son, they found out their room wasn't ready. The suit claims they were directed to a bar area where they waited, but after a long period of time, their son, who has autism, grew impatient. To calm their young son, Connie took him to check on the cabin status, leaving Michael at the bar. During this time, according to court documents, Michael was served dozens of drinks before he went off to look for their room. The ship was traveling from Los Angeles to Ensenada, Mexico. Ensenada, Mexico. The lawsuit claims in his intoxicated state, he searched for he couldn't find the room, which made him agitated to the point where he started trying to break doors down and even took his shirt off. Um They got video of this whole tirade. According to documents, he fell victim to, quote, the excessive force and fatal actions taken by crew members, including security and medical personnel, who administered an injection of a sedative medication, haloperidol, and used multiple cans of pepper spray, end of quote. The filing alleges those actions caused, quote, significant hypoxia and impaired ventilation, respiratory failure, cardiovascular instability, and ultimately cardiopulmonary arrest, leading to his death, which has been ruled a homicide, end of quote. He was 35. I mean, I'm not judging a man for having 33 drinks in one day. I might could I might have done that many in one day. But don't judge me. Judge your mama, don't judge me. Just saying. Y'all love to judge people. Don't be judging me. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I've been through. People do be fucking it up for everybody, though. I mean, you just fucking it up for everybody. I don't know, green girl. I don't know. I don't know what the situation was. That don't sound right to me. And if she left, how does she know he got exactly 33? Like, that's a real arbitrary number, ma'am. If she left to go with the child to go look for the room, how does she know exactly how many drinks he had? Girl, bye. Smokey Robinson is in the news. So, the lawsuit against Smokey Robinson has reached a critical turning point now that a judge has ordered the accusers to surrender their cell phones. This ruling came after Smokey Robinson's legal team expressed serious concerns that the plaintiffs were withholding or deleting important information. Court documents showed that the defense argued the accusers had avoided complying with multiple requests for their phone records. According to Smokey Robinson's attorneys, the plaintiffs, identified as Jane Does, were served with formal discovery demands but repeatedly failed to cooperate. On Wednesday, Smokey Robinson's attorneys asked the court to step in. By Friday, December 5th, the judge agreed and issued a direct order requiring the accusers to turn over their devices within 10 days. The ruling grants the defense access to messages, call logs, and other phone data that could influence the case or reveal how the allegations were coordinated. I hope y'all didn't think that with all the money that Smokey Robinson had, Jane Does, that he was just gonna lay down and let y'all just rake him across the coals. The man has a lot of money. He can pay for expensive, high price, great attorneys. We'll see how this goes. I mean, it doesn't look good that y'all trying the court said turn over your phones and y'all been trying not to. We'll continue to keep you updated on the situation. Now, as everyone has been enthralled in this Diddy documentary down to the Netflix. So that right there, that's your girl Misa, who is is that Justin Mama? I think that's Justin Mama. Misa is Justin's mama. Anyway, um so Misa has been on social media saying some stuff. So Gene Deal, the former bodyguard for Diddy, he responded to Misa. So they're saying that Gene Deal has responded to Misa Hilton's recent message on social media in which she complained that she's been dealing with harassment because he cast doubt on the paternity of her and Diddy's son Justin Combs. Gene Deal, who previously served as a bodyguard for Diddy, discussed the accusation during an interview with the Art of Dialogue podcast. The drama comes amid renewed interest in the allegations surrounding Diddy due to 50 Cent's new documentary, Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Deal said, quote, I saw that today. Somebody sent me that shit today, man. And my whole thing about it is, Misa, how am I harassing you? I've never harassed you. I've always been a protector of you so far until now. End of quote. From there, he argued that it was never his responsibility to deny the rumors that Anthony Wolf Jones was allegedly Justin Combs' real father. Girl. Girl. He went on to say, quote, for you to go and try to snake that whole situation and saying I'm the reason why you being harassed. No, your ex Diddy is the reason why you being harassed. Misa is mad at me and upset with me because I didn't clarify that. It wasn't for me to clarify. Misa, I ain't harassed you not one time. End of quote. So who is the daddy? Can we get a good paternity test? Do we know who the real daddy is? I think it's Diddy's son too. Gene Deal be just trying to get some clout. Gene Deal ain't making no money nowhere in America, so he's looking for anybody that'll give him a few dollars to jump on their podcast or in front of their cameras to say some shit. But I have no reason to believe that Justin is not Diddy's child. So, did she call who by name? Wolf Jones? Now you know Wolf Jones been dead for a minute. Wolf Jones been dead, I know, over 20 years. Wolf Jones, Wolf Jones been dead at least 20 years. You know, he was a part of the Bad Boys circle and stuff. Gene Deal is the bodyguard that they're saying is baby, I don't know. We don't care. That's Diddy child. Go on. Go with God. Justin Derulo wants y'all, I mean not Justin, Jason Derulo wants y'all to know he's avoiding women. If you're avoiding women, Jason, I'm sure Xavier would love to have a conversation with you. Now, y'all know he's being accused of sexual harassment. There's a lawsuit against him filed by a singer named Amaza Delan. Now, the case has been dismissed twice, once in California and once in Nevada. However, she done refiled the case in New York. But he's on record with an interviewer saying, quote, never work with women. I would never be alone in a room with a woman that I work with ever again. There's truth in every joke, but it's a sad truth. End of quote. You know, I'm sure it's a lot of menses that will work with you. I don't think the one in New York has been dismissed yet. I know the one in California and Nevada have been dismissed. I don't think the one in New York has been dismissed yet. I'm sure it's a lot of menses will work with you, Jason. I mean, just come talk to me. I'll work with you for a little bit. You know, we saw what you're working with down there. You know, it's kind of hefty over there. Okay. We here for it. Just come talk to me. I'll help you out. You ain't got to go over there to the women's is. I'll help you out. I'm just saying. In our last story of the day, Porsha Williams is on record saying that the next time you see her, she might be engaged. I I, I cannot. She said, "quote uh 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 um the next time you see me, I might be engaged." End of quote. Is this not the same woman who was in somebody's pulpit demonizing and castigating the entirety of the Rainbow Coalition compound? Is this not that woman? I can these y'all people. I cannot with these people. I cannot. Baby, if you want to bump uglies with studs and lick cooter and get your blocks licked and so, baby, we don't care. Strap it on and stroke it out. Whatever you need to do, leave us the fuck out of it. Y'all know I cannot stand this woman. She works my last good nerve. My last good nerve. I got a news flash for you though, Porsha. If you thought the dating pool with the men's was toxic, wait till you get over there with them lesbians. They'll make a believe. Okay, them lesbians are real toxic over there. They do. They sure do. They sure do. We really don't give a shit, Portia. We don't really like it like you like that. We don't really see it for you like that. Okay, go over there and carpet munch and lick blocks and put on the strap on and whatever. Baby, the lesbians like to fight. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Baby, them girls like to fight. They do. Do. They like the windmill. They like to fight. They like to get it down. Okay. So if you think you're gonna find safe harbor, hey Sam, down there to the lesbians in the L corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound, girl, I guess. Have we approved her key card access, Xavier? Xavier, have we approved Portia's key card access down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound? I just need to know so I can, if I see her in the hallways, you know, whether or not she's gonna need security. You see how Xavier over there putting Shauna here. Shauna went on to glory. Shauna went on to glory. Well, we know Jackie Hill Perry's a whole raging lesbian. Xavier, have we approved Portia's keycard access down to the Rainbow Coalition compound? Yeah, them lesbians be whooping ass and taking names. She looked like Portia looked like I could see her the fucking fight type. Now I'm with you when you're right, Fran. I'm with you. She do look like the fucking fight types. Oh, that's for the lesbians and the bis, and that's for the L and the B corridor to work there. Okay, all right, but you ain't seen her down to the compound yet. With the lesbians and the bisexual corridors, they approve. Okay, well, just don't be coming over here to our corridor. Don't come around here. That's the dossier for today, y'all. Let me get. We real late. Let me get y'all over to really be. Really be gonna choke the shit out of me. I'm real late. I'm real late. Real late today. She gonna choke me. But we're gonna go on over to Really Be because the tribe meeting started 30 minutes ago. A whole 30 minutes ago. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, like we always is. Okay. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. Y'all enjoyed yourself today? If y'all didn't, I enjoyed y'all. If you didn't, I sure enjoyed you. Consider contributing to the platform. You can click that QR code and contribute to the platform to keep this kind of independent media going and keeping the lights on and all of that good stuff. Anyway, y'all stay right there. I got to get y'all over to Really Be because we way late. Way late. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I'm gonna get y'all out of here. We going over to Really Be. Y'all stay right there.